All right, so yesterday we did make a video on total maniac Stefan Molyneux. Now, Stefan Molyneux is someone who is an absolute crazy person. He is somebody who believes basically every time something comes out in popular culture, whether it be a Star Wars movie or whatever it may be, right? He makes a video about said Star Wars movie and says that it is the end of the white race, that the message of said movie is the end of the white race. So, again, anybody who thinks that, right? Anybody who comes to the conclusion of a Star Wars movie comes away from that Star Wars movie thinking, this movie, the underlying hidden message that is not able to be overt due to political reasons and social reasons, but the truth of the matter at hand is that this movie is trying to tell you that the end of the white race is near and that we need to fight for it, which is hilariously dumb. It's total insanity, total lunacy, just complete insanity. Now, this guy is somebody who used to be a libertarian. He actually used to be a principled libertarian, so we don't need the air quotes in that case, but he actually used to be a serious libertarian. But as we've talked about before, there are people, a lot of people, by the way, who start out as actual libertarians and then they go off the deep end. There's like a libertarian to just deep end pipeline, okay, that exists. It seriously does exist. And so there are a ton of people that go down that pathway. One of those people also being Lauren Southern. Now, if you go back and watch his old content, I recommend you watch my video on that because it exemplifies the change in how Stefan Molyneux jumped on the Daddy Trump train because he was so popular. He is someone who is a vehement capitalist. So he didn't have to 100% betray everything. He was still on the right wing, but he did have to betray a lot of serious libertarian policy positions. One of the biggest principles of being libertarian is the free movement of labor. Okay, it's the free believing, that there's a free movement of labor. So it's the reason why the Cato Institute endorses open borders. They want cheap labor. So if you're a libertarian, you have to stick by that principle. That's one of the main guidelines, one of the inherent principles, also with the non-aggression principle. But anyways, he's gone totally off the deep end. He now considers himself to be an empiricist. He's just saying crazy stuff on Twitter over and over and over again. It's just peak unbelievable insanity, okay, is what it is, period. Now, what we're going to be looking at here, I want to give a shout out to this channel. There's this channel called The Observer, and it's a channel just dedicated to making fun of and critiquing Stefan Molyneux, and it is so hilarious. So many contradictions posted there. It has comparison videos of before and now, and it just has an entire channel. It's just an entire channel dedicated to lambasting Stefan Molyneux, right? So you guys need to check that channel out. I'm going to be showing you one of the videos from the channel. I recommend you go to the channel and watch all of them because these videos are super hilarious. And he sort of adds a little bit of a comedic effect to it with music in the background and stuff. So I'm going to show you guys one of these videos. Now, this is going to be some similarity in terms of delusions of grandeur that I've talked about that I've seen amongst right-wing pundits, some of them. Now, this probably exists on the left wing too, but I've really only noticed it on the right. I've really only noticed it on the right. So, like Dave Rubin, for example. Dave Rubin genuinely believes that he's making some sort of a change in political discourse and the way that politics is discussed, when all he is a YouTube channel who's not making any change. And he legitimately thinks he's bringing political structural changes, and it's insane. The delusions of grandeur are truly, off the charts. This guy's going to have the same thing. He lambasts his supporters for not supporting him. Now, it's one thing to ask your fans for money, which is totally fine because, most of the time you do need money from your fans to run, which is fine. But this guy takes it to another level where he just brutally condemns at that his supporters for not supporting him. He says it's going to, You're going to have to weigh that on your conscience. It's just peak insanity. Now, he legitimately believes he's saving the world. He believes that he's saving the world from, the break of civilization, the end of civilization. He legitimately believes this. So you guys are going to see what I'm talking about here. Go ahead and check it out.
They get killed, they get exiled, they get ostracized, they lose. Now, by God, we could win. For the first time in human history, philosophy could actually win. Get off your ass, put down your bong, and do something to save the world, because it bloody well needs it right now. We're up here on the wall trying to save the world. You don't need another cup of coffee today. You need to help save the world. I need your help to do what I'm doing. I need your help to do what I'm doing. But right now, we don't have a lot of time. We've got to get things done now. It comes down to the next year or two. So I need your help. I need your help now more than ever. It's so important. I need your help. I need your help. I need your help. Please go to freedomainradio.com/donate to help out the show. But please help me out. Help us out to make this push. It comes down to now. If we win now, we may very well win forever. But if we lose now, it's very possible we also lose forever. Please understand this. If it's not this time, there is no next time. This may indeed, and I believe is in fact, your last chance. If you don't act now. With regards to Doom 2016, I give this title a hearty recommendation. 2 half-7 thumbs up. Hi everybody, Stefan Molyneux from Free Domain Radio. Hope you're doing well. So, Angelina Jolie apparently has filed for divorce from Brad Pitt. This is not art. This is pornography. A friend of mine talked me into it to go and see Beauty and the Beast. I'm actually glad that I did, and I think you'll be glad. Shocked, appalled, offended, but glad that I did, because I have a few thoughts to share about the movie. There are people who are much better at emotional manipulation than they are at critical thinking. There are people who are much better at evoking a crowd's fear and hatred, and thus getting resources from them through a variety of rhetorical devices and so on, from religion to, some more hysterical aspects of government science and, some economic doom porn and stuff like that. So yeah, there are lots of people who are really, really great at manipulating other people to get resources. And in fact, they are much better at manipulating people in terms of the resources they can get than they ever would be just competing rationally.
Alarmism without any chance of possibly changing anything. That's always helpful.
Well, this is what they always wrong. Oh, this is what they always say, Disaster is coming, give us power. It's already too late, but we'll still take that power.
Again, man, this guy is a total, complete lunatic. There's no way around it. The guy's a total insane person who legitimately is under the impression that he is somebody who is making a change. Not even that, right? It's one thing to think you're making a change and, in a small way, yeah, you're making a change, but he genuinely believes that he's saving the world. Seriously? You think that your videos that you call philosophy, which is just you just ranting about stuff, is somehow changing the world? Especially when it's like you're not principled and you're just a joke, like a advantageous joke. So you're an opportunist who jumps on whatever train that's beneficial to you. And that's the sad truth. And he has a dark past. Some of the videos up there on that channel that I talked to you guys about, The Observer, it has clips of him talking about his, past failures in publishing and I think he had like some woman issues in the past or something like that. He's a super, super, super unbelievably weird guy. The guy's a total maniac. and he's totally unhinged. Here's something interesting. So I put out a poll in the community tab that 1.1k of you guys voted in. Now, you guys voted in 82% for Stefan Molyneux and 18% for H.A. Goodman. Now, the question was, who's a bigger lunatic? Because H.A. Goodman's a whole nother nut job. I'm surprised it was this much of a landslide, but it makes sense considering that H.A. Goodman seems to be just a sellout. He's also a lunatic too, don't get me wrong, because, you know, when you predict the House is going to stay Republican and that fails, and then you continue to just keep going over and over and over again, saying it over and over and over again, you're a total maniac. But this guy, Stefan, he's on a totally another level, because we're talking about making videos about Star Wars The Last Jedi, saying that it's, you know, the signal of the end of the white race, and just purely insane, unbelievable things, man. You know, it's truly, truly remarkable, the stuff that this guy says. It's crazy. And this man is under the delusion that he's saving the world. Dude, you're not doing anything. Nobody, in the grand scheme of things, Stefan Molyneux has done nothing to change the world. He acts like the civilization is on the brink of ending. It's about to be over. Civilization's about to collapse. But Stefan Molyneux came through and he saved it. He saved civilization. Couldn't be further from the truth, obviously. I mean, the guy's just a total maniac. I do think that he's more of a lunatic than H.A. Goodman, by the way. I do agree with you guys, and I can understand why you guys would vote in Stefan over H.A. Goodman. I could totally understand that. It does make 100% sense. And I'm going to look forward to making videos about this guy in the future, but, you know, this guy was a libertarian who went off the deep end. He's somebody who says Star Wars is, you know, the end of the white race. The guy is a total and complete maniac, and there's no other possible way to put it. Simple as that.